What is Kraken, everybody, and welcome to episode 263 of the Good Kraken podcast. I am one of your hosts today, Nell Pearson, alongside the inevitable one, Devin, Brevin, the French roaster.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Yeah, that's
Can't
the
go wrong
French
with
press
it.
right there. You know what I'm saying? Devin, how was your Thanksgiving, my friend?
It was good. Good. Did a non-traditional Thanksgiving with my immediate family. We made Italian food, lasagna, chicken parmigiana, had some homemade cannolis, dude. Yeah. It was a good time. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it was, my friend.
Yeah. Also went over to a friend's house and hung out with his family and stuff. Watched the Seattle game, even though they really
Very
sucked.
hard game to watch.
Yeah,
It
it was
rough. Oh
that
my
was
god, that was
pretty bad.
rough.
pretty
Fucking
bad.
did you watch that, DJ?
No, I did not.
Man, it was fucking 31-13.
It was rough.
Washington.
It's not good
Oh.
seeing Seattle do that. It's not fun to see them do that bad. I mean, the Commanders and Cowboys game though was a pretty good watch.
Yeah,
That
man.
was
I got
fair.
fucking Dak Prescott and CD Lamb and the Cowboys defense on my fantasy team. So
Oh,
I
nice.
racked up points.
Very nice.
Like,
Very
fucking
Yeah,
nice.
crazy.
yeah.
Man.
You racked up. Did you place yet? I mean, you got to wait till Sunday. But what's it looking like right now for your league? Where
Dude,
you at?
right now, fuck.
Yeah, let's
man.
take a
I'm
look.
like-
Let's take a look.
I'm
take it.
full disclosure. I'm not doing fantasy, but
We should
Yeah,
we
let
should
me
we
hear
should do a
it.
GK fantasy football.
It's
league.
63 to 55 actually right now.
are you winning? Are you
I'm
winning,
winning,
son?
yeah.
Nice.
I am
Man,
currently
the
losing.
Miami Dolphins played. Miami played?
I think they're playing. Yeah, they did play. They played yesterday. They won 34-13.
Damn,
against the
Raheem
Jets.
Mostert got 23 points for this guy, and the San Francisco defense got 16. Okay,
I'm
I
losing,
got a matchup.
I'm losing 46-39 right now.
Wow.
That's okay. But that's mostly because he had like half his team play already. Because 49ers, who whooped Seattle's ass, he has their defense.
Yeah,
The
I guess
40
defense
whiners.
is-
Yeah, I know. Ugh. But he
Tough.
did have Tagovailoa as his quarterback, and he only got like 0.42 points. So that's tight. That's tight. Let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? We also have the man who's also playing fantasy football with me this year. It is Good Kraken's very own
explosion.
TJ, how was your Thanksgiving, sir?
Dude, it was good, dude. I had my brother, my sister, my brother and his fiance, and my two nephews come in and come visit, and we had hot pot. And my dad
Nice.
brought some some sushi from the restaurant.
Hell yeah.
Not sushi, squid, like high quality like squid, and then we put it in the hot pot, and like it was good, man. Hot pot was good. And then like for dessert, we had like these little Swiss rolls.
Mm.
Oh man, so good, so soft.
Like the pistachio ones, because those things are fucking good.
No, just a straight up like a Swiss roll with like just cream, and it's like very soft, like outer.
Is it like
cake.
the big guy, or did you guys do like the
Yeah,
small?
like-
Oh yeah, the
it's
big
like
ones
the
are
big,
so good.
and like
dude.
the yeah.
Those are so
Like
good,
the
man.
cake almost. Like it was like kind
Yeah.
of like a cake. Oh, that's
Mhm.
Yeah, you can get them in
Yeah.
Oriental stores. They're like these fucking big fatty dudes. Me and Marilyn
That
get them
makes
like once every
me-
couple of weeks. It's so good, dude.
that makes me just
Yeah.
go.
It's like eating on a cloud, dude. Right?
Yeah,
It's like
dude,
eating
for
on a
real,
fucking
for
cloud.
real.
Just having fluff in your mouth.
We do
My
like fucking-
at my parents' house, they had those like little chocolate fudge brownies that are cubed with the powdered sugar on them.
Mhm.
Those are so fucking good. Those are so fucking
Oh yeah,
good.
dude. It was that time of year, man. Like get to eat
Yeah.
bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we did a pretty big spread in our family because basically like now to keep our mom from kicking too much, we as the siblings have decided every year we get together like via text message and say, all right, what the fuck are we each bringing this year? And we like sort of like composite like a spread, like a list of all the dishes that we're like individually gonna bring, and we like compile that together and plan ahead, and then like bring it as we bring it. And this year we had like, I don't know, half Thanksgiving food, half just like whatever the fuck like we felt like bringing. So we had like barbecue meatballs.
Hell yeah.
My sister wanted to do, but she did regular ones and like impossible meatballs, which is fucking good choice. And then I was the one that did mostly like Thanksgiving food, so I did like green bean casserole because I love that shit.
Gross.
Fuck off, man! It's green beans, dude. Grow up, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I look. I just remember eating that canned green bean bullshit so much when I was younger, and I just can't anymore.
It's so good, man.
Can't.
It's scallop potatoes. Scallop potatoes are
Potatoes are fire though. Those are fucking fire.
And we did like the extra cheese on top too. Fuck.
Like on the subject.
Jack. Thank you. Anyway, sorry.
on the subject, I did acquire a 20-pound turkey, and I am thinking about doing like a little like holiday dinner at my place. By the way, to get some friends together
with a 20-pound. How are you gonna cook it?
I don't know yet.
In his Traeger.
Honestly, I did think about it. I was thinking about asking my dad if I could borrow his Traeger.
If you cook it in a Traeger, I'm not coming.
That's fine. But if I do cook it in a Traeger though, that means I could make a honey baked ham in the oven at the same time. Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
What
day are you thinking about doing this?
I don't know yet, but obviously on a weekend, on a Saturday, But just get some homies together for a little holiday din.
Christmas Eve.
Something like that, something close, or maybe the weekend before that.
DJ, you're invited.
Yeah, you are. Get over here.
Yeah. Get over here.
Yeah. But like,
come here, pal. You know what I'm saying?
I'll make a honey ham, and I'll make a turkey, and then I'll make the mashed potatoes, and then people bring other shit.
Like green bean casserole. I'll bring plenty of it for you, dude. Crazy.
You can bring those scallop potatoes.
Nah, man, you don't get scallop potatoes anymore. You have to earn your right back to scallop potatoes. You get green bean casserole first, and then you get stuffing, and then you get.
I'll make some stuffing too, because that'll be easy. I can do that on the stovetop.
Oh, sure, okay.
Yeah, then that way, there's like dishes for people. I'll probably like make a salad too.
What kind of salad?
I don't know yet, but something with veggies and multiple dressings that people can pick from.
It sounds sus. This sounds like a sus Christmas dinner. I don't know how you feel about it, but we'll see. We'll see as we get a little bit closer. But good thing we're not talking about.
You're
Christmas
like vegetables.
today.
Vegetables.
No,
gross,
I love red vegetables. That's why I like green bean casserole. You fucking, you know what I mean? Like, just fucking get off my case.
I like vegetables too. That's why I like scalloped potatoes.
That's why you should like green bean casserole.
I like. You guys are gonna fucking talk shit here in a second. I like the organic green beans you can buy from the store. When they're all long and shit like that. I pan fry those in lemon pepper and salt, and olive oil.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Look at your fucking face.
Right. Yeah, this
Lemon
fucking
pepper,
guy.
salted green beans.
This fucking guy.
I hate canned green beans.
He's fucking rich dude without the money. Like, it's just so funny to me. Like, this fucking guy, Trader Joe's, looking at us. Anyways,
I never shop at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, not yet. You know what I'm saying? Give it 5 more years.
Dude,
to be there all the time.
Winco is right across the street from me. I don't need to fucking go to Trader Joe's.
Well, today we're not talking about Devin's French press. Today we're talking that Netflix money, the newest sermon, Naughty Dog being naughty, and much, much more, because this is the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. If you're on this wave, you can head on over to where, DJ?
Head over to their Discord.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Where you can submit
Discord.
questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and soon have early access episodes before they go where, Devin?
Oh,
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Go live on
I don't even
podcasts
know where you're at.
and video services across the digital sea. Thank you, good sir. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record this show live right here at twitch.tv/what, Devin?
Good Kraken show.
Thank you, sir. Wow. Fucking wow. He was okay.
He's on it. He's on it, dude. Devin's on
I
it.
was on it last time too. What the hell are you talking? I'm always
man,
on
he's-
it. I
he's
know
on
this
a
shit.
streak. He's on a streak.
You know how
He's
many
on a-
times I've said this verbatim myself? Like hundreds of times.
If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime, DJ.
Prime Gaming.
And we would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you that are listening or watching at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. Thank you, Devin. We have some captain's orders, gentlemen. Please make sure to join us on December 7th at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time for our live reactions to the what, Devin?
To the fucking 2023 Video Game Awards.
Yes, sir. That's right. It's that
Emphasis
on the
fucking
fucking.
year, and we are here to finally fucking do it because we love reacting to the game awards because we get to come in, we get to drink, we get to hang out, we get to have fun, we get to react to really cool video game trailers. We get to do all of that with you guys. That'll be twitch.tv/goodkraken show right here. Yes, Devin?
I was going to say, that's actually one of my favorite episodes to do with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Game
One
Awards.
easily my favorite piece of content.
Yeah,
of the
my
year.
favorite
Yeah.
event of the year.
Like, it is very fun. And we'll all be in here. We'll be suited up with our blazers. We'll have our undershirts. We'll be rocking shades. We're going to have fresh haircuts. We're going to be here for you
Yeah.
people.
God damn. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? God damn.
God damn.
Fucking feels good, man. Feels good. JPEG. Guys.
Feels good. Volumes.
Yeah, I know, right? On the other hand, though, guys, please remember we are not doing any content for the last week of 2023. So from the 26th until the 30th of December, we will be gone. That is our annual vacation time that we all as GK take for us to go spend some time with our families and stuff before we get wrapped back into the new year for Good Kraken and get back into kicking ass and taking names here at our second jobs, pretty much.
Yep.
God
And
damn.
also,
Hell yeah.
there will be quite a few of us playing games still. So you'll just hang out with us in
Yeah,
Discord.
come in Discord. You guys will
Yeah.
catch Devin over here.
all play
French
different
press his
games.
coffee, and DJ over here saving the world. One day at a time. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Come hang out.
I mean, it's light work for me, man. I just, if it was up to me, stuff like that wouldn't happen, and I wouldn't have to intervene.
Light
but
work. He says light work. That's great. That's
mean,
fucking it's
just
Tuesday.
light
what I mean?
work.
It's a
in the
Tuesday.
office, you know what I mean?
Exactly, dude. DJ, speaking of which, my friend, can you please tell the people at home what we are doing next?
Well, Ernell, we gotta go to the helm.
Squawk.
We have a couple stories here for you guys. One of which is our first one, fucking wild, if you will. As the kids say these days, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Tell them, DJ. You know, all right?
crazy.
That's crazy, bro. That's fucking wild, bro. Netflix handed a director millions of dollars to make a sci-fi series, but he squandered it on stocks, crypto, and flashy cars. This comes from Quan Wei Kevin Tan over at Insider. Buckle your fucking seatbelts, guys. Carl Eric Rinch, the director of 47 Ronin. You guys remember that movie? You guys remember that movie?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
With the Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Took millions of dollars that Netflix gave him for his sci-fi series to play the stock and cryptocurrency markets, the New York Times reported. The 46-year-old director scored a $61.2 million production deal from Netflix for a sci-fi series, The Times' John Carreyrou reported on Wednesday, citing a November 2018 term sheet. The Times reported that Netflix had sunk $44.3 million on Rinch's show Conquest by March 2020, but that Rinch then told the streaming company that he needed more money or production would cease. Netflix acceded to Wrench's request and gave his production company an additional $11 million, but that money wasn't all spent on producing the series. Wrench instead used $10.5 million from Netflix's 2020 round of funding to play the stock market, the Times reported, citing court filings and financial documents from his divorce, and eventually lost $5.9 million in trading. Wrench then pivoted to the crypto market, the Times reported, but he was luckier this time, buying Dogecoin turned Wrench's Doge, whatever. Turned Wrench's $4 million bet into nearly $27 million, the report says. Wrench then spent $8.7 million on fancy cars and designer goods, citing the findings from a forensic accountant hired by Wrench's wife. Wrench's reported purchases included a Ferrari and 5 Rolls Royces.
You don't need 5. You don't need 5. Like maybe 2 at max.
Maybe 2,
5?
he said.
Because you get different types of rolls. You know what I mean?
Despite spending more than $55 million on Wrench's series, Netflix has yet to receive any episodes from the director. Thomas Sherian, a spokesperson for Netflix, told The Times that the company had written off Wrench's series, adding it was, quote, clear that Mr. Wrench was never going to complete the project he agreed to make. Quote, end quote. Wrench has declined to answer the Times questions was when contacted for comment. Excuse me, I butchered that. The Times reported that Wrench and Netflix were undergoing confidential arbitration proceedings, and that Wrench, who initiated the arbitration, was claiming that Netflix owed him at least $14 million in damages for breaching their contract. Wrench's filmography consists of only one movie, the action movie 47 Ronin, starring Keanu Reeves from 2013. The movie was panned by critics and was one of the biggest box office bombs that year. Representatives for Wrench and Netflix did not immediately respond to a request for comment from Business Insider sent outside regular business hours. What the fuck, boys?
This is crazy.
This is fucking wild, dude.
This is nuts.
So, Devin, okay, let me ask you this, pal. How did Netflix allow him to work them this fucking hard? Because here's the deal, like they don't really mention it too deeply in here. It's documented filming like 14 minutes of 8 different episodes of the show, and that's it. Like they have a random chunk of like random episodes and shit, and none of it. How did Netflix allow themselves to get fucking worked like this, dog?
I have no fucking idea. Like Netflix, like this guy made you look like a fucking fool. Like I have no idea how something like that slips under the radar.
This guy. I mean, like, listen, I will give him this much credit. Okay. He turned like $4 million into $27 million with Dogecoin, probably during that big boom, big one, right? Because I mean, obviously $4 million turns into
there was
a
one
lot
like
of
right
money.
before. No, it was like after COVID. No.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Because that one was quite different. But I mean, this is a big fucking ordeal, right? I mean, like, DJ, would you? I might be speaking brashly here. Would you have done the same?
Dude, okay. I don't know, man, because it's like this is his 47 Ronin is his only movie, which is a remake of
it's like a reimagining. It's
reimagining of Akira Kurosawa's hit 47 Ronin.
Yeah.
Back in like the 1960s, 50s,
Yes.
60s.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it was like panned by critics and it was a bomb of that year, it wasn't that bad.
Sure.
Like to me, it like visually, it's very appealing. Like there's a lot of shots in that film, even though most of it like was like visual effects. It was still pretty stunning. Like color grading in that was pretty good. Plot and story devices were just flat, and Keanu Reeves in 2013 was not the greatest
No,
actor to be
was not.
your
Was
main
not.
protagonist. You know what I mean? But it was just, man. So he gets 61 million originally in the production deal. They didn't even film an episode.
Not a whole
Man
one.
didn't even
Sure didn't.
not even storyboard it.
Yep.
Not even storyboard this concept
Mhm.
for a show. Right?
Well, hold on. It goes deeper too, because at this step, it was in so much turmoil of what was going on that Keanu Reeves got hired to come on to this project
Really?
and as a producer and helped film some of those parts that they did, and it still never got fucking released, dude.
Dude,
Netflix
Keanu
on
Reeves is like, I don't know
43
what the fuck you're doing.
Dude.
43 million. 44.3 million, sorry. 44.3 million.
Mhm.
And then the guy proceeded to say, I'm gonna need a little bit more. I need a little bit more. No, he threatened them. He's like, dude, if you don't give me my 10 million, you're not getting this fucking show. When in reality, he's not even filming the show in the first place.
Never even fucking intended on it, dude. Like,
What did he spend it on? I get that most of it's like on stocks. He probably lost a shit ton.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
considering that
I'm
all
sure.
of this is coming out now, because crypto has been failing. Most of it is. But like, so he got the 10 million extra,
Mm.
and then he lost 5 million in trading in his divorce, right? Or like through his divorce and shit. 5.9 million in trading, and then he got it back through Dogecoin, and then he spent 8 million on cars and designer goods. The cars being a Ferrari, unnamed Ferrari, one of them, and
Yep.
5 Rolls Royces. 5. You can't even
This
drive 5 cars at once.
this
Like
this this dude
I
has
don't like it
made like a
when,
bandit, bro. Like,
dude. I don't. But I don't get, like, when rich people get rich, like they spend it on just stupid shit. Like I don't like, money does make you change, man. It just, at least it just expands on who you are. Because 5 Rolls Royces, 5. This guy doesn't even drive all of his cars. He
yeah.
can't even, dude. At that point, you just buy you buy someone who drive you around in a Rolls Royce, because that's what the Rolls Royce is for. Like,
So do you do
dude,
you do you think that this guy, like, do you guys think that this dude is like worried? Because like, here's the deal, right? His studio was given all this money from Netflix, and he's turned around $4 million into $27 million, and like just fucking rode off in the fucking sunset with all this
He
fucking
could
money.
literally.
Like,
It's funny. He could have paid it back.
he, exactly. I
dude,
mean, like
exactly.
realistically speaking, like they like. Do you
He
like?
had to
Do you
get
guys
that
think that
5th Rolls Royce, man.
he got
He had
the
to get
money?
that 5th Rolls Royce.
He got the money into his account and was like, "Do I even need to direct movies anymore?" You know what I mean? Like, when it's like that much money, like, are you even like, is he even concerned about like making art anymore? He's like, "I did it. I won. I made it, guys." Like, and he like,
No.
it's so fucking wild to me. I think that this is going to proceed into a court case, because like they are. It sounds like, based on this article, and based on the article from New York Times that they were referencing here, that this is an investigation that is happening towards, obviously, Wrench, and Netflix trying to get their fucking money back. This could potentially be like one of the, if not the biggest, like, lawsuit that Netflix has had to sort of kind of soup up for themselves too. DJ, go ahead.
Do you think maybe the price hikes weren't because of people password sharing? It was because they fucking sunk almost like half of $100 million in this one project that didn't pan out at all. Nothing to show for it.
I mean, it
Absolutely
could have
nothing.
been. It could have been,
And
dude.
this guy has the nerve to be like, the Netflix breached their contract. They owe me another 14 million in damages. What the fuck is wrong with this guy, man?
Dude,
Dude,
it's like I can't even. They need to make a fucking movie about this guy, man. Like, ironically enough, because this is just fucking bonkers. This is
I mean,
Wolf
they
of
made a
Wall
movie
Street
about the
level shit,
fucking
dude.
GameStop shareholding hedge fund thing,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, they sure did. They sure did, which was fucking crazy too. I mean, like in real life, that was fucking nuts. That kid making all
In
that
real
money
life,
off
it's crazy.
that.
I don't know if the film was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't
I
watched
heard
it.
it. I heard it sucked. I heard it was
I
bad.
would imagine.
I heard it was terrible.
It's not that great, but that's okay. That's okay though. That's okay. Devin, we have another story with actually some very good news for us to go into here, my friend.
Yeah.
Tell the people what we got next for them.
Absolutely, y'all. So, Cult of the Lamb is to get significant free Sins of the Flesh update in 2024. This is coming from Wesley Yenpool over at IGN. Cult of the Lamb developer Massive Monster has announced a significant free content update coming to the game in 2024. Sins of the Flesh is due out in very early 2024. It says 202.
Typo on
uh,
that part, yeah.
yeah. And includes new features and stories. Massive Monster said in a post on Twitter, because we don't call it the other name.
We don't call
Quote,
it the other name, yeah, for sure.
we have been working extremely hard on this update, and there is so much more content coming to the game, it added. And yes, that so was not exaggerated.
Hey, what? Yeah.
It was
Direct
not.
quote. Direct quote.
Direct quote. Cult of the Lamb is a roguelite with base management elements that enjoyed critical acclaim upon its 2022 launch. It casts players in the role of a possessed lamb saved from annihilation by an ominous stranger and who must repay their debt by building a loyal following in his name. Players must collect and use resources to build new structures and perform dark rituals to appease the gods.
Boys, this is how you fucking roll out content for your goddamn game. This is two
Oh yeah.
massive updates that they've done for this fucking game, both adding like an additional 6 to 8 hours of content, 100% for fucking free. 100% for free. Devin, have you played Cult of the Lamb yet?
Nope. I
You
have not.
fucking should, my friend. You absolutely fucking should. This is a good goddamn game, I'll tell you
It's a
what.
good game.
It's a good game, man. This is very interesting to see because we see this in contrast to a lot of other conversations going on in the games industry right now. DJ, how do you think Massive Monster can afford to keep rolling out free content in this way? Do you think that this is they made enough money off of the initial rollout of the game? We saw the marketing when the game was first coming out. They obviously put a lot of money into that. Do you think that they recoup their costs enough to keep doing this as free updates? Would this have changed? What are your thoughts on this?
I think so. I think they get enough from people getting the game and like knowing like these type of free updates. It's kind of like their own little marketing strategy
Sure.
in a sense of like, oh, this game is still getting free updates, still people talking about it, playing it, and it will get people who stopped playing the game and enjoyed it to come back. Um, and I think the way we're talking about this, this is how it's supposed to be. I mean, we pay 60, 70, now even $80 for a full AAA release, and we expect content to come in. We want, as consumers, we want content to be our favorite, games to be updated and get free content because it's what we paid for. Um, it it's super cool because this game came out in August 2022, I believe,
Yep.
and it's only been a year and some change, and they've had two massive updates this year. We were talking about, I think, the beginning of this year,
Mm-hmm.
or like towards the beginning of the summer, that they released an update for the game.
Yeah.
So two big updates in a span of a few months is, I think, really impressive. Um, and I think it's genius. Like, you get more people to come talk about the game, or like we're talking about it right now. and it sets a precedent. I mean, Cult of the Lamb is a massive success, and it's a really good game too. It's like this roguelike, like kind of a roguelike citizen manager type thing. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's a lot of things put together, but it's
It
very
does them all
interesting.
well. It does all of them
Does it
well.
all really well.
Yeah.
And there's Twitch integration too. That's really funny.
Yeah. No,
So
you're
it's a
right.
great streamable game as well. Which I think also um lends itself to being very popular and like meeting. And
Yeah.
so right now it's on sale on Steam for 40% off, $15. Go pick it up right now. Steam Autumn Sale,
There you
Cult
go.
of the Lamb. Pick
There
it
you
up
go.
now.
Fucking get that game. Get that goddamn game, y'all.
Get that
Devin,
fucking
do
game.
you feel like this is the kind of DLC slash update rollout that we need to be seeing in more games, or do you feel like that this is very specific to the fact that this is an indie game?
I think we've actually already been seeing this in games, free content and stuff like that, and I think
Okay.
it's really welcome. Not everybody does it, of course, but there are a lot of games that do free DLC drops nowadays. Um, in the AAA space, a lot of companies will do like season passes, but like they'll drop like levels and uh strikes, have you will, with like Destiny that'll still be free to like free to play people and stuff
Sure.
like that.
Sure.
We see that a lot with Halo. you know um Back in the day, those used to be things we'd buy for like 15-20 bucks just to get 4 extra maps.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
So it's nice, it's nice seeing it become just more of a norm. And I think with it coming to the Cult of the Lamb as an indie game actually shows how successful indie games still can be, because this was a very highly acclaimed game. A lot of people purchased it. Therefore, this is a way that the developers and the producers of this game are giving back to their community. So it
Yeah.
just when games are more successful and more people purchase things, it shows what that can do for their community base.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, it's really rad to see. I hope that we do get to see this more and more frequently across not even just indie games, but like big AAA, games as well. Hence, some of the conversations we're gonna be having here in a minute. But it's really, really cool to see just how Massive Monster, as well as fucking their publisher. Who's their publisher? That's a goddamn name again. God
Was
damn.
it and was it Annapurna?
No, Devolver.
Devolver Digital.
Digital. Yeah, that's what it
Devolver, yeah.
was. How they have handled marketing and their customer, like handling their customer bases, generally speaking. Devolver Digital is a fucking master at this stuff. And whoever it was that was running the socials for Cult of the Lamb specifically when this game was rolling out deserves a million raises. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the socials
Yeah,
for the
no,
Cult
it's
of the Lamb.
fucking hilarious.
Genius bullshit, dude. Genius fucking bullshit. And I hope whoever that was made fucking bank off of that marketing rollout, because that was just insane to me. But indie games rolling out these updates in a way that is going to be easily palatable for people, having it be free or having it be extremely cheap even, is awesome. I mean, Garrick has been raving about this update that's going to be coming for Dredge here really soon, if not already out, I believe. But it's really cool to see this across the indie board, and I hope that the AAA games side of things really kind of like picks up that ode and sees that, like, yeah, if you offer people enough content for a really, really cheap amount, if not zero, they will keep coming back and they will enjoy your game even more, and you will see a really good rehash of that, because every time we have this conversation, it's like, fuck, now I want to go play Cult of the Lamb again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And if like someone hadn't bought it already, they're definitely going to after 2 free fucking updates that they get with the game for fucking free for just the base amount of the game. It's fucking rad. We love that shit around here, man. Do you guys have any other input? I think we covered pretty much the basis there at Cult of the Lamb, but
I don't know at all what this DLC entails though for the game. You know what I mean? Like, is it just more of the same thing? Are they adding any new features? Do we know any of that yet?
So the last update that they did added 4 more boss fights, as well as some new skins and stuff for like your little villager guys, some new activities that you can do with them, different types of buildings. It was a pretty big DLC, pretty much. Like it like I said earlier, it adds like an additional 6 to 8 hours of gameplay. This one, I'm assuming, is going to be the same thing. They do mention in some of the ad that they put out that it was going to have additional story content and campaign content. So like that's probably a sign that it's going to end up being very similar to what the last one was, just more expanded. You know what I mean? Because the base game has, I believe it was, and DJ, correct me if you know, I believe there's 5, maybe 6 bosses that you have to fight.
I think so.
In the base game, and then the DLC adds the additional 4, and then if they add another fucking few bosses, that's a whole other bunch of gameplay that you, even Devin, if you go into buying just the base game and getting this free content, you have like 30 hours of gameplay here, dog. Like this is a lot to be able to fucking do with this cute little lamb guy, forcing people to be in his death cult.
Yeah, man, and it's so crazy that this is offered for free. For the base price of this game is $25,
Mm-hmm.
and Modern Warfare 3 will sell you the the new probably pieces of the next like part of the story for like $20 each or
Yeah,
something.
right. Yeah,
Mhm.
unfortunately, but we'll see how that goes. Devin, my friend, what are we doing next, good sir?
You got to do what I did not do for myself last night. You got to protect your neck. You got to protect your head
Oh,
because we're going into the
Check head.
gallows. Gentlemen, for the gallows today, we have a bit of a conversation here, an open forum conversation for us today, centered around remasters, quote unquote. And I put that in quote unquote because this is coming right off the tail of Naughty Dog announcing their remaster, big quotes again, of The Last of Us Part 2. And the $10 PS5 upgrade for that. If you already have The Last of Us Part 2 purchased, you get the PS5, remaster for only an additional $10. But we've seen this before, if you will, from Naughty Dog even, in terms of The Last of Us Part 1 having had come out fairly recently. And many other games doing very recent sort of remasters here as we go into this. So let's kind of talk about it a little bit, because obviously there's a lot of people that are feeling some kind of fucking way in terms of not just Naughty Dog releasing games that they've already been released on numerous occasions. Like The Last of Us Part 2 is not that old at all. Like,
Yeah.
we know it's only like been 4 years. Like, it's only been not even 4 years, I don't believe. I think it's been 3. It's fucking wild to see this one there. Devin, let's start with you, my friend. Where are you sitting on PlayStation / Naughty Dog releasing this remaster that comes with a new game mode that I believe, if I remember correctly, it's called like survival mode or something like that.
I have the I have all the stuff that's in this new edition. If you want me to list it off, I have all of that.
Oh, you have it in
listed
front of
right
you?
here.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
what comes with it so we can?
So it has lost levels, which essentially is going to be expanding the story. They have like a few levels that are in between some of the segments in the game.
It's 3.
If you played
There's
it before,
3 of them.
yeah. And then the survival mode that you're talking about is called No Return mode.
That's right. It was,
Yeah. It's also going to have a speed run mode in it, which speed running is literally just people playing the game to get to the end as fast as they can.
Yeah, there's it's a weird creative like niche for that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And then there's a guitar free play mode, you know, a little blum, 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 blum. Yeah. Blum, blum, blum. And then they're doing some new outfits, some new weapon skins. They didn't really have that in the previous game.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Some director commentary, enhanced graphics, and native 4K support. So my biggest thing is I don't think you should call this a remaster. I think the correct marketing for this should have just been Last of Us Part 2 Director's Cut. Personally, just kind of like how they did with oh my god, why can't I think of the name of the game? Death Stranding. You know, they did a director's cut of that, which was like their PS5 PC version of the game.
Yes.
You know. So I think that would have been better and would have been a bit more well received personally, because you're right, this game really doesn't need a remaster. I will say on the PS4 edition of the game, it didn't have native 4K. It was like a checkerboarded 4K effect, so it wasn't a true 4K experience. So that will be nice, especially for people who have not played this game yet, because in all reality, there are a lot of people who have not played this game yet.
Correct.
Who probably should, especially with all the newer people coming on board. Yeah. And I will say it'll be disappointing once we see the $70 price tag, because we know that's the inevitable when it comes to Sony with releasing games, right? But I would see this more as like personally a $50 price point at most.
I think they actually did announce pricing here. Per 2 remaster price this year. Coming exclusively to PlayStation 5 as a standalone $70 title.
Yeah. And that is a grief I have with it, right? Like if I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy it for PC and I'm going to wait for it to be like $50. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I mean, again, just to reiterate for people, if you have The Last of Us Part 2 already purchased, you do get this update for $10. You don't have to pay the full 70 or anything like that. But that is the only I don't know, saving
caveat.
Grace here, if you will. Like that's
what Skyrim did. If you have the special edition, you could do the upgrade to their anniversary edition that included all the mods and stuff that like baked into the game.
Yeah.
That was only like a $10 upgrade.
Yeah.
So
right.
Yeah.
Now, Devin, where's your feeling on this? Do you like in reflective to how games have been handling these sort of deals, because this isn't just Naughty Dog that's done this before. How where are you sitting on this when you read just the fact like this is a $70 title, brand new, with a $10 upgrade or whatever, with all the offerings that they're giving here? What are you feeling? What are your thoughts on this?
The $70 price tag would make more sense if they came out with DLC that you had to purchase, you know? So it seemed like you were saving 30 or $40, right? On the game. Like I said, this should have been a director's cut, not a remaster, because all they did was add in 4K support. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they had to build this game from the ground up and refresh it into a new OS or a new engine or anything like that. They didn't have to do that with this game. All they did was change the particle effects, the lighting, and the coloring. Really, that's really it.
Sure.
There's nothing to any capacity that shows that they had to really work on this. I do like the inclusion of the lost levels. I do like the inclusion of a survival mode. You know, those seem good because that just expands on a story that I already like. You know. And knowing Naughty Dog, they're not going to put bullshit out there just to have bullshit.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, the price point's disappointing. Don't think it should be called a remaster. Think it should just be called a director's cut, because this is literally everything in this game is pretty much the same thing they did with Death Stranding, just to use that as an example, right? I think Sony personally to show more gratitude towards their consumer base, just like how other companies do. I think something like this should have just been a free enhanced update, you know, and then you could purchase the lost levels and the everything else for like an extra like 10, $15. You know what I mean? I don't think this should be at the full release title of what it should be.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. If
Okay.
you already, yeah, you know.
So DJ, let's swing this over to you, my friend. So where are your feelings on this? One, and then two, um, do you why do you think that Naughty Dog went this route yet again with Tilu 2, even in comparison to a potential DLC as a whole, like story DLC that they could have added to this? Why didn't they go that route, you think?
I'm gonna answer the second question first. I don't
Okay.
know. I guess they wanted this like because a lot of people found out about The Last of Us through the HBO special or the series.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
you know, I'm guessing they just wanted to re-release this for people to like, for more people to experience this story from a very different perspective. Uh, I'm guessing they were making it as they were filming or they were trying to film that second part, but the writer and actor strike kind of put a thing to it because I'm thinking they were supposed to release both like near the same time as each other, right?
Okay.
So that's what I'm guessing. Um, but at the same time, I think they didn't make a DLC because I think Neil Druckmann and them, I think that the story is good where it's at, and I don't think adding on to like maybe you could do like an in between or like a kind of a in between the first and second part, maybe or like some other side story, but I don't think anyone would be interested in that. Everyone likes the main characters, if you will,
Mm,
within these games because and people connect to them the most. So I don't think it would have been beneficial for them to make a DLC. Um, but in terms of this remaster, I'm conflicted because I guess it's okay to charge $10 if you already have the game, but I think I agree with Devin in the sense of this could easily be a Last of Us Part 2 definitive edition, you know?
right.
It could have been director's cut or definitive edition. It could easily be like they would can the release of like let's say the Last of Us Part 2 is in digital stores. They'll take that off and just replace that with the definitive edition, and that's the new edition. If you want to buy the game, that is the version you have to buy because it has the updated 4K native. It has the new game modes. It has the lost levels, right? But if it goes that definitive edition route, then they should give it to the players who have the game already for free. It should be like a free patch.
Mm,
I mean, I hate to say this, but Baldur's Gate has done it, or the Larian Studios has done it with Divinity Original Sin 2. They have a
yeah.
Divinity Original Sin 2 definitive edition. Cyberpunk, that 2.0 update was free. Phantom Delivery was not free, but that 2.0 update was free, patching everything and fixing everything and adding support for all these other things, all these things. So I don't get why it should be $10. I'm not a coder, I'm not a dev. I'm sure that costs a lot of money and manpower and hours to put those features back into the game or into the game in general. But I don't like it. I don't think that it's the right way to go, and it's definitely not right to call it a remaster. Because I understand The Last of Us Part One. It's a remake. Like they rebuilt every texture, everything, every core part
Yeah.
of the original Last of Us they rebuilt it. Like they made it with new materials, right? Kind of like what's it, the ship of Theseus or whatever the fuck, right? If you replace all the parts of it, was it the still original ship? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right,
Rebuild it.
right.
You know what I mean? But and I can respect that it's a remake in that sense because you have to like basically redo the game. You know, it's not like sharing assets, you know, and like just filtering it, making it a higher resolution.
Right.
But with this, it's kind of a slap in the face for people who enjoy The Last of Us. I mean, having to pay $10 extra to experience things that might have were supposed to might be in the game already, stuff that like the lost level stuff. Like it was probably there, but it just got, chopped off and, left on the cutting room floor,
Yeah.
right? And they
Yeah.
just re-added it. 4K native support for what? PS4 or just PS4 only? Or is that like just across the board 4K
PS5.
native? PS5? Okay.
PS5, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I guess a lot of people are getting PS5s now, but I felt like a lot of people bought Last of Us Part 2 on PS4, no? Right?
A lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of
it
people
was
did,
only a
yeah.
PS4 version. It's
Yeah.
a good game. I like I said, I do think it's worthy of a director's cut, but
Yeah,
the
director's cut or
remaster
definitive
part.
version on the PS5, but not like,
Well,
re-releasing it. Or
the
like
director's cut makes sense on PS5 if you're baking in all the other deals, like not DLC, but just the story content and extra modes and stuff like that, and the fun aspect. Because once you beat the game, you do unlock like a lot of cheats and things that make you can make the game
mhm.
different and stuff like that. And it seems like they're expanding on that. Um, Again, director's cut, $50. That's what it should be.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I might be a greedy consumer if I'm asking for this type of update to be free. I mean,
Mhm.
we literally just read about Cult of Lamb adding 6 to 7 more hours of content to their $25 game
Mhm.
for free. And of course, those are two different games, different systems. Like it's one's indie, one's AAA, but I think the principle is still there. I feel like you know, we're being nickeled and dimed less and less features.
I think
Like
they're
I
just trying to
understand a
get more
remake,
money so they can catch
yeah,
up to those Activision purchases.
yeah. You know, I just don't understand. It leaves me conflicted because I mean, it's not a bad deal. It's not like egregious. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
It's not
sure.
like
For sure.
you're not getting absolutely shafted if you pay the $10 or buy the game, the new edition. It doesn't leave a good taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah, for sure.
it's
Okay.
okay, it's all right, but this could be a slippery slope into worse things we could imagine from Naughty Dog or other Sony titles or other games in general. It all starts with just one little thing like this, like the shit with microtransactions always starts small, the small little thing, but it gets ignored, and then like now every game has microtransactions, almost every single one. So I am afraid for what this might bring to the rest of the gamescape. Because I mean, they've done it before, like like you said, Ernell. But like Skyrim has done it, re-released the game, right? Like 8 times, a hyperbole, but like
Like
you know what I
10,
mean?
more
It
like.
like
Look, look. To be
GTA
fair on
5.
that,
Don't
to be
defend
fair
this.
on
Don't
that,
defend this. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's always on a new platform when they re-release the game. It's not like they're re-releasing it on the same console. Like, did they even announce that this was coming to PC or anything with this remake,
This
remaster?
is exclusive to PS5.
See, that's bullshit. The fact that it's not coming out on PC as well, just like when they did the Last of Us remake, that's bullshit. Or when they did the Spider-Man remaster, that's bullshit.
Yeah. It's just weird. And like GTA 5, remember like that game came out so long ago.
So long ago. So long, dude.
But it's been re-released again and again on new platforms, and I don't know.
Just
I
twice.
feel like I feel like it like a re-release is cool for the new platforms, it's just, you can buy it on that new platform. But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like for if there's like features that are added into the game that could or not easily, but could feasibly be in the older versions, why not give those people who already bought the game on the older version just that little thing extra, and except like, and not force them to like pay 10, 15, 20, $40 for like like, for those features,
They have
you
to do
know?
it because the movies they make suck lately.
Suck suck bad. You guys
Fucking
remember Morbius was a
Morbius and
movie? You guys remember Morbius?
let's talk about Let There Be Garbage.
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus, man. Jesus,
They have to
man.
recover. Sony related. I was curious, so I was like, did the PlayStation Portal sell out? And yeah, they sold out in 2 days. And there's scalpers trying to resell them for like $350, $400. Even a couple people have listed them for $1,500. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, do people know that like that you can't download your games to this? Like, it just fucking,
Yeah, I mean, like, surprisingly, people have been having a pretty okay time with it. I mean, like, it's been interesting to kind of see the reception on it because people have been just kind of using their phones as like internet hotspots and doing it that way. And it's interesting to me because, like, outside of home, right, connecting to a PlayStation Portal, people have been showing obvious latency like issues because you're playing wirelessly via a 5G phone signal pretty much. And people are like, "Oh, it's not that bad." And I'm just seeing them like play Spider-Man and they like click and then it like click. And it's like it's right there. It's right there in front of you. It's the conversations around the portal are fucking goofy.
No.
I think the main thing that weirds me out in terms of this conversation is that they are doing something very similar to how they handled Horizon being moved to the PS5 when it first did, where buying it brand new for the PS5 was $70. But if you had the PS4 version, you could upgrade via $10. But the PS4 version was $40. And so what pretty much people, all they had to do was buy the PS4 version for $40 and then buy the PS5 upgrade for $10. And it was still $20 cheaper than just buying the PS5 version brand new. Why Sony hasn't figured this out yet is fucking well beyond me. I don't know what, because I even like went and looked just to like be sure. The PS4 version of Tilu 2 is $39.99 right now on the PlayStation Store.
Just go buy that and then buy the upgrade.
And then buy the fucking upgrade. So like save yourselves fucking $20 here and just do it that way. First off. Secondly, come on, dude. The PlayStation 5's been out for how long now, Devin?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years? Do you think can you think about that, dude?
And I know, right? People only
It's
actually had them for 1 year.
like 3 years after as of this week too.
The fact that they haven't sorted this shit out is so beyond me. When you think about it in like the bigger picture here, how Sony is still making these moves that just like don't make any, because obviously this is happening because the new PS5's rolling out, the Slim, right?
Yeah.
And then they wanted their ode to PlayStation to roll out with this new PS5 in tandem to show people how good the PS5 can look if you are playing this game from Sony on this console from Sony this winter, this Christmas. Get it for all your fucking friends,
for Christmas, for your little nephew to play and mess up.
Right, and then go watch the show exclusively on HBO Max, right? And like, and it's just like
it's not HBO no more.
Oh yeah, HBO, yeah, I'm just Max.
It's just Max.
Just Max.
Go watch it on Max, and you'll have the whole Tlu experience right there for you. It's just the price is not egregious, the act of what they're doing is egregious because we can all see it from a fucking mile away. Like when they announced the new PS5, our first initial thought was, cool, what PlayStation game are they going to put on this? Right? Because that's what they do. That's what consoles do these days. They have their console announcement, they're rolling it out for Christmas time. This is the game that you can purchase with it because we think that this is the game that is the face of the company right now. Last year it was Horizon. Right? Last year was fucking Horizon, and they tried to do that, and it did not work because for whatever reason, Sony didn't market the fucking new Horizon game very well. I don't know why. The thing that I'm crossed on here, because I'm kind of in a very similar boat with DJ, is that this sucks for a lot of reasons, but it's also very interesting to watch for a lot of different reasons because we look and we see Sony isn't the only ones that do this. Xbox has done things similar to this with, $20 like map purchasing packs for Halo. And we've seen Call of Duty do this. Activision have done this. Nintendo is so egregious with their bullshit. We see that shit all the fucking time. What do you mean these games are still $70? Like Nintendo still has 2-year-old games brand new for fucking $70. It's fucking wild, dude. The games industry is at a very interesting like situation, like very interesting like corner that they kind of like put themselves into, like trying to wrap themselves in fucking knots, trying to like be the cool brand new video game company that's coming out all the fucking time. That they put themselves in a very interesting spot to have to perpetually do the next thing to make their games look good. And the fact that we as consumers have bit onto that so hard where we're like, yeah, we want it to look good, but like the games industry has translated that to, okay, well, we'll just keep making the same game look better and better and better. And you guys will love it because nostalgia. And it comes out, we're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I didn't want this. I wanted the new Naughty Dog IP. That's what I wanted. You know what I mean? And I disagree with DJ. I do think DLC would have benefited this game because Tilu 1 had DLC, 2 different DLCs, and both were pretty much prequels. One was a prequel. One was sort of a story that was like in between parts of Tilu 1. And those are awesome. And I think that that would have way better fucking served Naughty Dog here in a situation where they were using very mixed messages of what this actually fucking was to people. I think that if they wanted to justify a $70 price point for a brand new remaster, they should have instead rolled out 2 new DLCs or a new DLC and just got rid of the whole PS5 upgrade for $10. Just do everyone, you pay $40, and if you have the PS4 version on a PS5, you get the upgrade for free. And it would have came with a DLC for the story. You would have got expanded, bullshit, and fucking give us Lost Levels for fucking free. Why are they making us pay for Lost Levels? Devin, what the fuck is that, man? You know what I mean? Like, okay, there are 3 levels that got left on the cutting room floor.
You know what that is? You know what that is? It's fucking Sony being Sony.
Well, see, that's my point. Is that it arguably is, but it's kind of just the games industry being the games industry. Why do they think that we give a fuck about 3 levels that you don't even think are canon? You guys obviously left this on the cutting room floor for a fucking reason. You didn't want them canon. So why do we want them canon now? Why do you want us to play these? The survivor mode, cool. But that should have been a fucking free update. The Lost Level shit, what the fuck are y'all thinking?
Maybe they want to put it in the TV show.
What? Are you on the Zaza? What's going on?
The Zaza, bro. For real, dude.
I don't know if we're ever gonna get a good answer for it. Obviously, people are upset about it, but you know what the reality is though? It's gonna fucking sell. People are gonna buy it.
Dude, Tilu fans are devoted. They are very devoted.
I'm spending my $10.
But we're in an era of smart consumerism, in which we have a lot more people who are literate in their purchases. Have you seen the Black Friday shit? Like people are
Yeah, people are
realizing
like,
like
dude, Black Friday deals fucking
it's not a
suck this year.
markdown, dude. This was the same price it was like 2 months ago.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
so who knows? Who knows? Maybe it hasn't reached the gamers yet. I just know like the physical consumers of like fucking TVs and appliances and shit. They're smartening up, but I don't know about the Tlu fans. Tlu fandom might just
Mm,
take it.
mm.
You
Yeah.
know.
I mean, I'll
I
get
will
it because
s-
it's $10. It's not a big commitment, but like, and I do love the Tlu story. Um,
Mhm.
but fuck me if they were trying to get me to pay any more than that.
Yeah. I will
Yeah, I think
say
$10 is reasonable.
Yeah.
I will say I do plan on getting a PS5 in February. It's gonna be like my birthday present to myself.
Oh
Um,
yeah, you're gonna do the birthday PS5? Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah.
So you buy part 2 on sale now on your existing console,
There you
and
go.
then pay the
Honestly, I think I'm
$10 to
good.
get
I
out
already
there.
played the game. I don't think I need to play it
Yeah,
again.
you
I
played
just
on.
beat it in October,
Yeah,
so
that's right. That's right. That's right.
uh, I don't think I need to play it again. I honestly I saw the differences. Don't care about the loss levels. I just don't. I'm just gonna let it be what it is. I experienced it for what it is. You know what I mean?
Well,
It
I'll
was,
let
it
you
was
know how it goes because
yeah.
these
Who knows?
these
But by the time I have a PS5, I might just be like, yo, Ernell, hit me with that account. I'm gonna use it for a sec.
yeah, I
You know
know,
what I
right?
mean?
I mean, if
Yeah.
those loss levels end up being bullshit, I will 100% let you guys know because like
Yeah.
that is if it's just some shit that's kind of like ooh look what could
Yeah.
have happened, then I'm just get the fuck out of here, dude. Like
So-
if it's actually something that makes sense that like oh this could be a part of the story, dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep it there.
Because like when I buy a PS5, I'm gonna play Spider-Man 2. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna play Final Fantasy 16,
Mm-hmm.
and then a couple weeks later, I'm gonna fucking play Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. That's why I'm getting a PS5. Is those 3 games?
Hell fucking yeah, baby. Let's fucking
And then
go.
Mhm.
The Last of Us Part 2 remastered, right?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
could do
100%,
without
yeah.
it. I'll be fine.
Like
Nah,
70
you'll
bucks.
get
Yeah.
it. You'll get it.
Don't need to play Returnal either.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. It's a good game.
Yeah, you do.
I want to play that with Garrick. I need to play that with Garrick.
And
Garrick,
then you play
if you're
Alan Wake
listening.
2. And then you play Alan
Oh
Wake
my
2.
god, please Alan Wake 2. Yes, please play
I'm
that
gonna
shit.
play that on PC.
Sure, fair. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'll take that.
I want more than 30 frames.
You should
Fair shake, fair shake.
you should play it soon, like real soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, cuz
Hey, I get paid at the end of this week, man. That's when I'm gonna buy it.
Hell yeah.
My boy.
My man.
my fucking
My
boy
fucking
right
man.
there. Guys,
No.
let's talk about our schedule for next week. Next Tuesday, we have another Good Kraken podcast where we are going to be laying down our predictions for the 2023 Game Awards. Not our votes. We're not going to be talking about like our like things that we want. We're going to be predicting what we think will happen, who we think the winners will be. And we'll give that to you guys there. We'll also be talking about predictions of things that we might see at Game Awards. That's also a fun one. Like what exactly Jeff Keighley will be wearing. DJ last year said that it was going to be a
Dude, I got it
white
wrong.
suit.
Dude, we need to predict celebrities because Al Pacino coming out of nowhere.
Yo,
Al
we might have to
Pacino?
do that. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that now everyone has to be on their toes because like any celebrity could show up.
And so we'll probably do 5 predictions each, like we did last time. And we'll also go over our results from last year too. I'll see. Well, actually, no, maybe not because I think we followed up with that afterwards. I'll double check just to be sure. But anyways, that'll be there for you guys on Tuesday. Thursday we have another shipwreck show. That's right, we are back with the
It's a
bullshit.
shit wreck.
It
It's
is
a
a
shit
shipwreck.
wreck.
We will be here next Thursday. And if you are on our Discord and you are a subscriber, you can go on there and go to our Shipwreck Submissions channel, write in your questions and topics to us, and we will answer them as wonderfully as we possibly can. And then next Friday, we have our Splash Damage gameplay stream where for right now, we don't know because we're trying to work out this mod stuff here. Xander, Garrick, DJ, and Devin will be playing Lethal Company. For all you folks at home that do not follow Xander on his account, you'll be able to come in and see Lethal Company for the first time. And apparently, it's a wild fucking ride. It's a wild
It's
ride.
fun,
wild,
dude. You
man.
gotta
It's fun
snag
as
it.
fuck.
Let me. It should only be like $10 on Steam. You should snag it.
It is.
or no?
It is. Yeah. I
Yeah.
can grab it. I mean, it's just if we got to sort out the mod thing.
DJ said he got it working last night.
Well, yeah, you got a different one than Xander working, so we got to
Yeah,
see
well-
which way Xander's doing it, and kind of go there. Like, you guys let me know however you guys communicate that shit, and then we'll. take it
I
from
should
there.
say you should just get that game regardless because it's gonna be a mainstay.
Okay, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, and then next Saturday we have another Good Kraken podcast. We're going to be talking about the aftermath of the SAG-AFTRA strike. Where we're going to be talking about movies that have been delayed, what that means for us as consumers of wonderful movies that we like to watch, and some heartbreaking stories of movies that we were very hoping for are now being delayed, unfortunately. No Dune 2, damn you.
Well, that's like
Still need to
February.
watch
It's like right
Dune
around my
one.
birthday, actually.
I know. It's still, it's heartbreaking. But anyways, guys, fellas, please let us know, you guys, how you feeling about T-Lu 2's remaster fuckery. Let us know how you're feeling about Naughty Dog. Actually, we can all kind of agree we're feeling some kind of way about Naughty Dog. But let us know in the comments below. Let us know on Discord. Let us know everywhere. We want to hear from you guys, because this has been the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/what, DJ?
Good Kraken Show.
Thank you, sir. But if you're riding this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and soon have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea.
Yay.
You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there.
Review.
We have to get going, everybody. But until next time, my friends.
America, baby.
Oh my God. Bye.